when you've been fishing, did you use that?
Yeah.
Or tell me more about how you did that.
Well, we used to have big hookers, like a big pot, and when you got your hemp, it was in coils, and you'd have to uncoil it, and more or less like this, go to the hot tar, put it in the tar, and then pour it out in, off in the barrel. You can roll the barrel around on the ground to get the tar to get into the legs of the rope, so it would stand, because this would rot very easily. And hemp is very, when you took it in water, you had to be use it very carefully. Make sure you tarred it every trip. And we didn't use tubs then, we used what we call skate ropes. We used to hand bait overboard instead of today they use the chutes. We call chutes on in the stern. We used to hand bait it. And these are the type of hooks. We used to use those and bigger. According to what kind of fishing you were doing, pollock fishing you use bigger hooks. Cod fishing you use smaller. And that was a jig, we used to call it jig, fish jig, years ago. The lid on this end, wooden on this, so when you went down the bottom, the lid carried it down like that, and when you haul back, it would act as a jig. That's what weighed it down. And that's our knitting needle, we knit pitties and stuff. And our buoys we used to use years ago, compared to these today. Same as a float. Floats were literally. And different types. As the years progressed, it was different types of hooks. With the worms we used on the Norwegian jig. They were on a single line. Then we used to use these feathered hooks, tie them on. They had no eye in them. You used to tie them on the ground line. And these were all handmade. That's a squid that was made by Derek's grandfather. These were made by my father. Some were made by me. Like stuff just passed down over the years. They made of pine. You had to paint them. You tow them on surface for pollock, codfish. Just tow them around with your boat. These called trailing. And these are your swordfish hooks today compared to what we used to have years ago. We used to have big hooks like that. Now they have smaller hooks. With the monofilament, we used to have this kind, like the cod line. These are what we call Christmas trees. Used to tow those, one on each side of the boat, with the lines coming from each side of the hooks on, with the smaller plugs on, catch fish. And this is a circle hook today. They're very hard, very destructive. The other hooks we used to have, like the J hook, that would straighten before it would break. This would have to break before you release it from bottom. They would have to break it off. And also with there's 4 slippers here. Then that's your light sticks we call them. Like you just snap them, put them on your line that glows in the water. Fish tracks fish. And we have different types of stuff. You used to use a dory horn. You used to use that for sword fishing, getting a dory to haul swordfish while the boat was out around thick fog. You'd have to sound as if to tell them where you were, because they couldn't pick you on the radar or nothing. And these fire extinguishers we used to have, you'd have to haul that back and shove on. And scoops, you'd use those fishing to clean up the water and the fish blood in the where we used to hold the fish. That was water jugs. We used to carry water jugs in the dories. That was a swordfish roller that stuck on the end of the dories, haul your swordfish over the end of that from the bottom. And that's the old sou'westers we used to use, the resters. This is old blowtorch, kerosene. blowtorch. Use that for, compared to today's blowtorch you can pick up at the store. And different types of floats. This is hemp. You can use that for, used to have hooks on it, hoisting stuff. Cotton, nets, little hand drill. That's what we use today for banding locks. Probably most of you know have seen that. The old tags. We used to use aluminum tags. The ocean floor. We have to have, first we have a gear attached to the line, the ocean before the gear. Then that's just all shot out, that way it looks like on the ocean floor. That's your float, that's your high water in the trees, in the thick fog days, or other vessels know you have gear out. And they're 6 feet apart, the holes.
How much gear is that?
It's all according to where you are. If you're in the deep, you set 4 touching the string, what they call a string, you do it a mile and a half.
Yeah.
And you set it out, then again, it's according to where you are. The boats fish each of Jordan Bank, which you have to tend gear every 3 hours. If you're asleep for 3 hours, you're up hauling, and you sit it out again, down 3 hours, back out. You try to do that twice a day. We call it tending tugs. In the deep water, they set at night, and you retrieve the gear, it takes all day to retrieve it. Sunset's 40 tugs, up to 40. Smaller coins and your change and your spacers. I don't know what they're dragging, I've been dragging, but rubbers that actually just go between your rollers. Different touching that. And Mom told me, that's very dangerous to ocean creatures. I didn't involve with this, and I know it does. Every single line is an individual, just one line for towing. But they just pass them around one another, and they shove in the machine, just like driving a car. They just follow the center line on the highway. They just follow those lines, contour lines, and drag like everyone, just one individual line. That's just ordinary lollipop reading.